Alright folks, today I'm going to walk you through the steps of making a sourdough starter. As a child I grew up eating sourdough pancakes, sourdough bread, sourdough muffins, sourdough biscuits. It's something that we had in our house all the time. I'm going to make this sourdough starter using potato water, yeast, sugar, flour. It's real simple. I'm going to put it in a crock here. I'm going to put it in this here crock. It's actually the same crock my mom had sourdough starter in as a child. So we'll get this started. Within a week we'll have sourdough pancakes. Alright, I've got some potatoes washed and cleaned. I'm going to put them in a pot. I'm going to allow them to boil until the skins come off. At that point I'm going to take the potatoes, I'm going to puree them and make a potato water. It's going to call for 2 cups of potato water for this sourdough starter kit. So we'll go ahead and get these boiling until the skins begin to fall off. Alright, I got the potatoes boiled out of the water. At this point I'm going to puree them. I need 2 cups of potato water. If I don't come up with 2 cups from my potatoes, I'll add some water. But the richer the potato water, the richer your starter is going to be. So hopefully I have 2 cups of potato water when I get these potatoes pureed. So I've got them in a food processor. You could mash them if you wanted to, but a food processor is a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and puree these potatoes. Alright, I got the potatoes pureed. I need 2 cups of it. Go ahead and scrape it into a measuring bowl cup here. Alright, I got 2 cups of potato water here. I'm going to set this off to the side to cool. Had to add a little bit of water to it. We'll set that off to the side to cool, and then we'll finish up the starter here in just a few minutes. The potatoes are cool, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up my starter. It's going to call for the 2 cups of potato water, 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm going to add in a ½ teaspoon of yeast. It's optional, but it'll speed up the process a little bit. I'll let it set for about 3 days, and I'm going to add a spoonful of sugar, a couple spoonfuls of flour, some liquid, some more water if it is too thick. Then in another week, be ready to make some sourdough pancakes. That's how you make a potato sourdough starter. Add 2 cups of flour to my crock. Hopefully my crock's big enough. Two tablespoons of sugar. Put a ½ tablespoon of yeast. Again, that's optional. Speeds up the process. Before I put in my potato milk, I'm just going to stir this up in here a little bit. Dump in my potato milk. Water, say. Oh yeah, it's going to fit just fine. Stir all that up. bigger spoon. Wooden spoon here. And I just a tad of water to thin it up a little bit. It's almost too thick, I can't work with it. And in about 3 days you'll notice the bubbles. Enzymes are working. You'll still want to feed it. And say a spoonful of sugar, a couple spoons of flour, too thick, add some more water. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on here. Set it in a warm place, come back in about 3 days. Feed it again, and then in a week we can have fresh sourdough pancakes, just like Mom used to make.